Hello, everyone. This is Warhawk Beyond 2040, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to discuss with all of you about why it's not the responsibility of The Flash to resolve other Arrowverse shows' endings. So, this is merely going to be me giving my thoughts and opinions on this story that I've been hearing going around for the past few days now. So, as we all know, the Arrowverse has existed for over 10 years, coming up to almost 11 now. Wow. Time really flies when you're having fun. And for the past year, we've been seeing a number of different DC shows get cancelled, or we've seen DC shows come to its conclusion. So, as we all know, Arrow concluded after season 8 with Oliver Queen sacrificing himself to not only restart the multiverse but fuse all of the Earths together to form Earth Prime, with all of the heroes living under one roof. And we saw Supergirl conclude after season 6 with all of Supergirl's friends going their separate ways, and Kara Danvers publicly coming forward and revealing her secret identity to the entire world on Cat Grant's chat show. So both of those shows, in my opinion, had quite decent and respectable endings. Black Lightning, of course, concluded after season 4 with Jefferson Pierce retiring to be with his family full time. But at the same time, there was kind of a semi cliffhanger. But, however, Black Lightning has officially concluded. And we saw Legends of Tomorrow conclude after season 7 with Mike and the Legends getting arrested by Mike's superiors. And that show ended right there on the spot without us knowing what happened next. And Batwoman ended after season 3 with a group of zombies coming to Gotham City. Unfortunately, we never really got to see what happened next. Batwoman didn't get renewed for season 4. Now, I feel Batwoman kind of got the wrong end of the stick because Batwoman was still kind of a newish show, and I felt that the show was really starting to hit its stride. We finally settled with Ryan Wilder as Batwoman, and I just felt the show had much more life in it. Legends of Tomorrow, on the other hand, I felt maybe it outstayed its welcome too long, and I still say that the episode in season 7 where all of the legends had dinner together, reminisce about how they all met and how the legends started, and they all essentially retired. For me, that was the perfect way to end season 7. That should have been the final episode right there, but I felt that it dragged on a little bit too long. But, that in itself is another conversation for another time. So, Flash is the only Arrowverse show still standing, and we know that season 9 is going to be the final one for the show, and it's going to conclude with 13 episodes. Now, I've been seeing ideas being thrown around about what about if the Flash was used to resolve those shows' endings. Now, someone gave a really good idea. Someone said once, what about for one episode, the Flash breaks the Legends out of prison and helps clear their names? Now, don't get me wrong, I think that's an amazing idea. I think that would make for a fantastic episode. But, however, if the Flash was renewed for season 10, then yes, I'd love to see that for season 9. I think that would be amazing. But, however, this is the Flash's final season, and by mixing it up with other shows, I just don't think it's a good idea because you run the dangerous risk of the Flash essentially taking a backseat to his own show. It's bad enough in itself that the Flash is taking a backseat to his own supporting cast with Iris, Caitlin and Chester and Allegra, which, by the way, don't care for that story one bit. I don't know, really. The Flash being used to conclude the endings of those shows, I just don't think it's a good idea. This is the Flash's final show. This is his final season. Flash's story should end with the Flash, the way it should be. Now, of course, we know already that Stephen Amell and David Ramsey are coming back as Oliver Queen and John Diggle, respectively. That's fine because they were there from the beginning when The Flash got his own show, and they helped build the foundation that we would come to know as the Arrowverse. I'm not saying Legends of Tomorrow didn't do that, nor am I saying Batwoman didn't contribute, because both of those shows contribute a great deal, but too many characters, too many cooks in the kitchen, it would just be a complete disaster. I just don't think it could work. As I said, if The Flash had got a season 10, yeah, I'd love that. But 13 episodes, it's a lot to cram in. It really, really is. The few characters we have, the better the show will be, and the better the ending will be as well. That's just my opinion. I think what you could do with that is maybe for the Legends, maybe not have an episode where Barry breaks him out of prison, maybe just have Sarah contact him and say, oh, thanks for the tip off, Barry. Thanks for getting us out of prison. You helped clear our names. And that's it. And Barry said, yep, the Legends are fine. I just spoke to Sarah. Everything's good. Not a problem. Batwoman, on the other hand, we're getting Batwoman as the main villain, as Red Death. So I don't know if you could tie that as the ending of Batwoman's show. Probably not. It's probably going to be a Batwoman from another Earth, but I just don't think using The Flash, especially in its final season, as some platform to resolve those shows' endings, because it was the responsibility of the writers and the producers to come up with endings for Legends of Tomorrow. Maybe not Batwoman so much, because as I said, I just feel maybe that show had a bit more life in it, but that's just my opinion. I just don't think it's the responsibility of The Flash to resolve those shows' endings. The way I think you resolve those endings is maybe do a special extended 2-hour episode of Legends of Tomorrow. You could do that. Batwoman, same thing as well. An extended episode, maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, just to wrap up those loose ends. Don't think you should get the Flash involved. This is Flash's story, and I want to see it end the right way with the Flash. And I don't want to see him taking a backseat to his own show because, as I said, it's bad enough we're having it with his own supporting cast. But, that's just my opinion. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on this possible idea? Do you think the Flash should be used to resolve other Arrowverse shows' endings? Or do you think we should go with extended episodes to wrap up those loose ends? And also, are you in agreement that the final season of The Flash should focus purely on The Flash and The Flash only? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.